Hello everyone. Today we are going to create a monkey, and this is going to be a fun drawing because the monkey, as you can see, is hanging from a vine by his tail. So he's hanging upside down, and he's looking quite happy about that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to draw the monkey, and then we'll talk a little bit about applying color to the monkey, and I hope you really enjoy this lesson. Okay, so our first step is to fold our paper. So we're going to fold this first hamburger style. Make sure you have your corners together. Open it up. And then fold it hot dog. And then open it up so that you have you found the center point of your paper, right? So you've got a guideline for going up and down, and you've got a guideline for going across. Now you should have your paper, obviously, since you've got it folded, pencil, eraser, and a Sharpie, and some crayons for later on. Okay, so I'm going to put a little dot right here. You don't have to do that, but I would just want, that's the center point, okay? So directly below that dot, we're going to draw an oval. We're going to get lots of practice drawing ovals this time. Now, I'm not going to close up my oval because I want the nose to be right there, okay? So again, there's the center dot, so just go down with your finger, and then with your pencil, draw an oval. And then we're going to draw the top of the head. So we're going to work on his head first. So notice that I start at one side of my oval, I go around, and then I come back down to the other side of the oval. Now we're going to draw another oval, and that's going to be his nose. And then we're going to go inside our lines, and it's sort of like the top of a heart, right? Kind of looks like the top of a heart. But what this is, you know, monkeys have skin. Whoops, I just hit my marker there. Just ignore that line. That doesn't mean anything. The hair will be here, the fur, and then this will be more skin-like, okay? So we're just drawing the hairline. And then we're going to draw 2 more ovals for the eyes. And then draw a little circle, and that will be the no color zone for the highlights. Now at the top of his head, we're going to make some hair. And then we're going to do his mouth. And he's smiling. I guess he likes hanging upside down. Then we've got his ears. And they're partial circles. And then again, we're going to make, this is the inside of his ear, this is the outside of his ear, the edge, so that's going to be furry. The inside won't be. Okay. Now, when you are tracing with your Sharpie, you're drawing with pencil now, but when you trace with Sharpie, you want to color in the eye, but leave that little highlight there. There you go. And you also want to color in the nose with your marker. There you go. He's looking pretty cute, isn't he? Okay, so now we're going to do his body above him. So we're going to go up a little bit, and then we're going to make a curved line down this way, and then we want to do it the other side and try to get it to match as much as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll give you a little time to catch up there and get that line just like you want it. Okay, now we're going to do his front legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to do his arm first, like that. Make them a little curved. And this one we're going to make more curved. They don't need to be in this exact same position. And we're going to bend it at the elbow a little bit. And then we're going to do his fingers. And they don't have to be the same either, because he can be holding his hands at different angles. Okay, so now we have his back legs to do, okay, with his feet. So what I want you to do is just, this is going to be sort of like a Y. So here's the main stem of the Y, and then the two diagonal lines. So we're going to do those first. Again, you don't want him to be straight because he's bending his little legs a little bit. Okay, so once you have, see, you've got them at nice angles, then you're going to follow that just like we did with the arms. You can give him some knees, okay? And then we're going to draw his feet. And we're going to give him, this will be hairy, this will not be. And we've got to go down and do that on his front legs too. Okay, so now we're going to work on his tail. And we're going to have it go, here's my center line. So we're going to have it go straight up, and then we're going to curve it like that. Now I know that looks like a funny tail right now, but what I'm going to show you how to do is to make it, how to draw it so it looks like his tail is wrapped around the vine. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, now again, I'm going to skip just a little bit because I can't erase, but we're going to draw our vine, and we're going to have the top line of it go right below that curve that we just drew on it for the tail. And then we're going to do another line. I'm going to skip right there because eventually the tail is going to go over it, but you get the idea. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, So let's pretend like the tail is going over the vine and then coming out from behind the vine and then going over the vine. And then front of the vine and then going behind the vine. Okay? So you draw this and then you think, okay, this tail is going from behind the vine and then going to hook over the top of the vine, behind the vine, and then in front of the vine. And then you can imagine that the bottom, the very end of his tail is behind the vine. Okay? So that's an easy way to make something. You could do the same thing if you wanted to make a snake going around a tree or something. It would be the same principle. You just have to think over and under, over and under. All right, so there's our monkey. And now if you notice, we have a lot of negative space or white space, okay, on either side. So what we're going to do is draw some vertical curvy vines because our monkey is in the jungle. So there's lots of vegetation, leaves and trees and vines. So we're just going to make two curvy lines that echo each other. Okay, that means that they're kind of following along with each other's curves. And then we're going to do another one on this side. These are kind of fun lines to draw because you can just sort of direct your pencil, follow the curve of your first line. There you go. All right, so now what we're going to do is, it's the jungle, so we're going to have lots of leaves. So we'll do just some randomly placed leaves, and you can do some of the veins on the leaves. And then where there's spaces, I'm going to make more leaves. Now, I'm not going to, you can have little stems here if you want. I kind of like the idea of floating leaves. But it's your choice. You're the artist. So you get to decide how you want it to look. And have your leaves going in different angles, different directions. You don't all want them all going in the same direction or straight out. You can make them different widths. You can make some of it going off the page if you want. That would look pretty cool. So we're filling up our space so that we are creating a nice composition. Okay, I'll put my camera up a little bit so you can see the whole composition. Okay, now what you need to do is trace your lines, just so what your finished product will look just like mine now. And then you want to take your erasers and erase some of that, kind of clean up some of those lines, pencil lines that you don't want. Just to make it, this helps us look like we really care about how our artwork looks. And it just gets you in the habit of putting forth your best effort There we go. Okay. So you can go ahead and do that, and then you can pull out your crayons and you can decorate your monkey in the scene as you want. As you can see, I used 2 different colors of green. Oops, sorry, I moved my camera a little bit. 2 different colors of green, one for the leaves and one for the vines. I thought that made it look kind of interesting. I did my monkey and realistic sort of browns. You've got your multicultural crayon set, so you have a variety of different browns, but you can make your monkey whatever size, color that you want. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the video and let you all work independently, and I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. Thank you.